can you give everyone listening a snapshot about you and how you show up in the world around you?
This is a great question that I feel like all of us spend our whole lives wondering. But I think if I was to describe myself, how I show up in the world, I would describe me professionally as a passionate goofball for hire.
Ooh.
Personally as a passionate goofball for free. No,
Without charge, pro
no,
bono.
yeah, free of charge because I can't help it. I'm a parent. I'm a creative. I'm a collaborator. I love a leadership position. Addicted to positive reinforcement,
Hmm.
and generally obsessed with being playful in all the ways someone can be playful.
Andy, I love that. And I think that's part of like why we connected so quickly is because I think I similarly love play and whimsy and like silliness and all of those things. When did you realize that whimsicality and silliness and fun were things that the world needed and that you were able to provide?
Well, let's get straight to like the
Yeah,
therapy. No,
the
I mean,
hard hitting stuff. Yeah.
no, for real though, because I think it's taken me a long time to sort of understand how my brain works and why.
Hmm.
Um, I came from, my mom was an English teacher, taught what was called ESL at the time, English as a second language, and my
Hmm.
dad was a physicist, but he was also a stand-up comedian, and
I'm
my
sorry,
mom,
what?
yeah. So my dad was a scientist and a stand-up comedian, and my mom worked with immigrant communities teaching English. And so it kind of makes sense to me that like that stew of what I grew up in,
Hmm.
plus a little like passive aggressive family culture, like led me to be having to be really good at social algebra at all
Hmm.
times and being able to sort of like diffuse situations and read
Hmm.
people in multiple, like I'm not bilingual, but like understand communication in a certain way.
Hmm.
So like I've been goofing around since as long as I can remember, and mostly for powers of good, I think.
Mostly for
Mostly.
good. Andy, I love it. When it's funny too, right? When you share those pieces of yourself, I think a lot of folks who live in our world of like creative, like we have some very interesting backstories and family dynamics that really crafted us to the humans that we are, which is both a trauma response and lots of fun.
I always quote. I have great friend who's a writing partner who once said when he became a dad, he was like, "I'm gonna make my daughter so confident she'll never go into show business."
That honestly, like, what a blessing. What a blessing.
He was like, "I'm gonna love her so much she'll never want any part of this."
Oh, I love that. So, Andy, when you are like working through projects, where does when do you start to interject wonder and whimsy and creativity into the project?
I think the question is like, when do I stop myself? Because I think
Mm,
it's like, to
hmm.
me, if you're hiring me, like no one is like, I wonder what the vibe is. Like I'm incapable. I don't have a poker face.
Hmm.
I'm incapable of chill.
Hmm.
If I love something, I can't help it.
Yeah.
So I think it it's moment the moment I feel a little bit of I don't I it's the- I don't there's no it's the
It's
second
well,
I
it's
breathe.
it's kind of nice that's how you show up, right? Like it's kind of nice that you don't have to turn it on. It just is.
People probably aren't going to hire me to be like, let's do a sensual interpretation of Hamlet. Like you're probably not going to hire me.
That
But
could be
maybe.
fun, though. Honestly, Andy, the thought of you doing a central interpretation of Hamlet is something I'd like to see because I bet you would do some weird stuff with it. And it would
No,
be like, I'd like to produce that, please. If I could please sign up as a producer for that immediately, if not
I
sooner,
mean, I
that would be
guess like
great.
maybe Hamlet was a bad example because he's kind of moody. Everyone finds that hot.
It's
I
so
don't know.
whimsical. It's one of Shakespeare's most whimsical shows. It's known as, like,
I,
if you're listing the top three most whimsical Shakespeare shows, it's Hamlet, Hamlet 2, and then Midsummer Night's Dream, you know?
Yeah, like, no, like, I just don't think for my jobby stuff, I'm
Mhm.
probably not being hired for something where that is not welcome in the space, or even
Yeah.
specifically why I was hired, which is what's fun about getting older. I feel
Yeah.
like if you asked me this when I was 20, it would be very different, but at this point, like, no one's
You know who
surprised.
you are, right?
Yeah, I know who I am, and so
Yeah.
I can't go into a job interview and pretend I'm not.
Yeah.